Honorable Member of Parliament, my good friend Mastan Rao, Honorable Member of Parliament Mr. Appala Naidu, Honorable Member of Parliament Mr. Satyanarayana Paka, the National President Mr. G. Kiran, All India OBC Students Association, Mr. Pankaj Kumar, National Convener, my good friend Suraj Mandal, Ratan Lal, my good friend Mr. Ratan Sabhabadi, a former member of Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission and advocate, my good friend who has come from Supreme Court, and all my friends who have come from long distance to attend this evening function. Good evening to you all. I'm really delighted and happy to be here as a part of this Mandal Divas celebrations. And this 7th August, we are celebrating and having a national convention on OBC and social justice issues. 7th August assumes more significance. Not only that, the Mandal Commission's report was implemented by late Prime Minister V.P. Singh, but also an important day when our leader, Dr. Kalanjar Karunanidhi, left us in tears in 2018. Now the time is 8 o'clock. He left us in 2018 around 6:10 in the evening. And you all know it's a history that he was denied burying in a space, in a place called Marina. Marina Beach, you all know, you would have come there to Chennai. A part of Marina is set apart for leaders from Dravidian ideology. The leaders like Perarinjar Anna is laid to rest there. Dr. M.G. Ramachandran is also laid to rest there. Mortals, the remains of mortals are buried there. Even Jayalalitha have a space there. But when Dr. Kalanya, when he left us, and when the government, which was in power in 2018, that is the ADMK government, refused to give him space in Marina, I was called upon by my leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin, to go to the court and fight for him to get 6 feet space in Marina. Taking his orders, I went to the High Court. By this time, I was mentioning the matter before the Chief Justice. Permission was granted. We fought battle in the court from midnight, 12 o'clock onwards. And the next day, the court directed to give him a space in Marina, and that is how our late leader, Dr. Kalanya, is laid to rest in Marina. Why I recall is that a leader, a 5-time chief minister, who has lived and toiled for the cause of the weaker section, downtrodden, who has worked for the social justice, a front runner of the social justice. The government and the power was dictated from elsewhere not to give him the space. They don't want to give him an identity. But we fought in the court and we got the space in Marina. You know, Marina is a place where important leaders are laid to rest. Even when Manmohan Singh passed away, he was denied space. So therefore, that is how, when it comes to the issue of social justice, DMK party will raise up its voice so loud that you all remember we are able to make 20,000 students as doctors from the backward class community because of the case which we filed in the High Court and which ended in the Supreme Court. The DMK party, led by our leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin, now takes up the task of fighting the powerful union government at the center. And we see to that we take this Dravidian model of the government not only within Tamil Nadu, outside Tamil Nadu. We wanted a Dravidian model of social justice to be adopted to the entire states. Friends, you all know what is the reservation we have. 69% reservation we have in Tamil Nadu. Our forefathers, our leaders, Periyar, Peraranger Anna, Dr. Kalanya, and now M.K. Stalin have fought. And this 69% reservation is now kept in 9th schedule. Today, the arms of the court are so long that it can touch any reservation law. But when it comes to 9th schedule, the court will be a little bit hesitant to touch it unless the basic feature of the constitution is violated. And that is how our reservation of 69%, particularly 50% for the backward class, is given to OBCs. And Tamil Nadu is able to cater all sections of society from the backward class. And that's how the growth happens in Tamil Nadu. That growth we wanted for entire India. Why are you discriminating others? Other states? Why don't you give a 9th schedule protection to the reservation laws legislated by the other states? Today, the Bihar reservation was struck down. It was struck down by the Patna High Court. The court says that beyond 50%, we can't give you reservation. Who made this 50% reservation? Does the constitution say? No. The constitution doesn't say that only 50% of reservation is to be given to SC, ST and OBCs. You interpret like that and you say this is the ceiling. When you say 50% should be the total reservation for SC, ST, OBC or for that matters, how did you give 10% of EWS? Today the reservation for OBC is 27%. Scheduled caste is 15%. And scheduled tribe is 7.5%, totaling to 49.5%. My friend Malik is there. So when it comes to 49.5%, 10% if you add up, it comes to 59.5%. Now that 50% is breached. So when you are breaching 50% to give EWS reservation, and when we challenge in courts and we went to the Supreme Court challenging EWS reservation, what do you say now? You say your reservation is entirely different from EWS. So, there is a saying, show me the person, I'll tell you the law. For one person, they will apply one law. For other person, they will apply another law. That is how today they have breached the ceiling of 50% when they gave EWS. So therefore, what is difficulty for you to remove the cap of 50%, which is a judge-made law? Who has prevented you? We are all fighting on the streets. We are fighting in the parliament, cutting across all party lines. Even my brother Mastan Rao, he used to speak for the OBCs. When it comes to OBC, we are lending our support. So therefore, our first demand should be that this 50% ceiling should be thrown out. The local body elections, reservations were given in 1991. Backward class was given reservations in 1991 by the constitutional amendment. But what happened? Are we in a position to give this reservation to the backward class in local body elections? I fought a case in Supreme Court when it came to Maharashtra. Maharashtra government wanted to give a reservation to OBCs. That was stayed by the High Court. And when we came to Supreme Court says, where is empirical data? Can you ask this empirical data to EWS? No. Why? They say it's a constitutional amendment. So why this discrimination between EWS and on one side and OBC, SC and ST on the other side? Till today, there are many states we are not able to implement this reservation, OBC reservation in local body elections. Another alarming issue is the roster scam. Mr. Suraj Mandal knows how the roster scam is happening. First 10 high top posts, they will see to that you don't have any reservation at all. Even if you apply this reservation, what they will do is they will make it as a general category. And the persons who goes there would always be from one community. I myself have studied and I have spoken in parliament. Because of this masterminded roster manipulation, all the top positions are occupied only by one community. The backward class, OBC, none of the OBC persons occupies the top position of the secretary. Be it a secretary post or a additional secretary post. That is how they are deprived of taking decisions. My friends Ratna Sabhapati was saying, decision makers there are not there. Not there because of this manipulation. If you are a secretary, if a OBC is a secretary, he will support. They don't want that to happen. And that is why this manipulation is happening. I will read out one data. Before I came, I attended one meeting. In fact, in that meeting, I spoke about this Group A. The total number of employees in Government of India is 31,185. And if you see the OBCs is 56,114, which comes to 24.27%. Then take Group B services. Out of 1,02,811 number of employees, the OBC employees are 23,972, which comes to 23.32%. Now come to Group C. Out of 32,300, out of 3,23,675, the number of person Group C is 94,505, which comes to 29.20%. And Group D, that is unskilled, out of 1,54,180, you have only 38,471, which is 24.95%. Now, this is insofar as the central government is concerned. Then, insofar as the directors, board of directors in public sector bank, the representation of OBC, SC and ST is, in Bank of Baroda, out of 12 members in the board, 12 of them belongs to one particular community. There is no representation for OBC, SC and ST. So therefore, the decision making is completely one-sided. In Bank of India, out of 10 board of directors, 9 belongs to one community and there is only one OBC. That's a minority. Bank of Maharashtra, out of 8, we have only one OBC. Canara Bank, out of 13, there are no OBCs at all. 13 all belongs to one top class community. I don't want to say that. Central Bank of India, out of 9 board of directors, 7 belongs to upper class community, 1 belongs to SC and 1 belongs to ST. There is no representation for OBCs. Indian Bank, out of 11 directors, 10 belongs to the upper caste and only 1 belongs to minority. There is no representation of SC, ST and OBCs. Indian Overseas Bank, out of 9 board of directors, 8 of them belongs to upper caste and 1 belongs to scheduled caste. Punjab and Sindh Bank, out of 8 board of directors, all 8 belongs to upper caste and that to one caste. In UCO Bank, out of 9 board of directors, 8 belongs to upper caste and 1 belongs to the scheduled tribe. Now, apart from that, I myself asked for a question in Parliament between 2018 to 2025. What is the number of judges who have been appointed to the High Court belonging to the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and OBCs? One information is, between 2018 to 2025, 743 judges were appointed, out of which the scheduled caste judges is 23 numbers, which means 3%. Scheduled tribe is 17%, which means 2.28%. Other backward class is 93, which means 12.51%. And the rest is 610, who all belongs to one caste, which comes to 82%. Now friends, please see what is the composition of the High Court. Composition of the High Court is diametrically opposite to what we are implementing the reservation. Now, where is the diversity in judiciary? Now, the next one, you have to see the Central University, Mr. Kiran, I have to appreciate him. Mr. Kiran, who is the national president, he takes lot of efforts to collect through RTI the data relating to the central universities, IIT, IIMs, all school excellence, institutions of excellence. The data which Kiran collects and puts it in the Twitter is really useful for us to even question in the parliament. In central universities, I will tell you, the professors, total number of professors 2,537. The other backward class is 423. Likewise, the associate professor 5,105. The other backward class is 883. Whereas the professor out of 2,537, one community alone has got 1,538. For associate professor out of 5,105, 3,013, that one upper class community is dominated. OBC is only 883. Likewise, assistant professor 11,309. The upper caste community is having a representation of 6,285 and OBCs as 2,382. So total number of posts 18,951. The upper caste alone commands about 10,836 seats, whereas OBCs have 3,688. Now, if you come to the Vice Chancellor's registrar, out of 45 Vice Chancellor posts, there are only 5 OBCs, 1 SC and 1 ST. Rest of them are belonging to the higher caste. Likewise, in registrar, out of 45, there are only 3 OBCs, 2 scheduled castes and 2 scheduled tribe. And when you come to the budget allocations, what is the budget allocations? So far as 2019 and 20 for OBCs, like this is for the pre-metric, post-metric fellowships, and for the scheme pre-metric amounts. The amount they have allocated as OBCs is 1,783. The tuition fees for the schools of planning and architecture, I have taken one example. The tuition fee for the OBC is 55,000. But tuition fee for EWS is 0. Why are you exempting fees for EWS but you charge 55,000 for OBCs? And when it comes to enrollment fees, please see this discrimination. Registration fees, the OBC is above 5 lakhs, 1,500, and for SC ST it is 1,500, and enrollment fees is 5,000 rupees. But when it comes to EWS, the registration fee as well as enrollment fee is 0. So therefore, and take even the creamy layer also. I am giving you an example, that's all. I have given you an example as to how systematically the OBCs have been discriminated. Take for example the ceiling. Today we have a ceiling of 8 lakhs. If you are going to earn beyond 8 lakhs, then you will not get any benefits. That ceiling was fixed in 2017. We have been voicing at every level to increase that to 25 lakhs. National Commission for Backward Classes recommended they should have revised it within 3 years, but they have not done. Our students are not able to get the scholarships at all. So therefore, time has come that we should all voice for our rights. We had Mandal, and we can see the legacy through Suraj, that because of Mandal, who took the data of the year 1931, we were able to get 27%, and it was belatedly applied in education only in 2006. We got this reservation only in, so far as employment is concerned, in 1991. Therefore, unless we all fight for our rights, stand in one platform and voice for OBCs, certainly the person who are at the helm of affairs are ruling the government, they are not bothered about OBCs. They only see the OBCs as voting persons, are called or even taken note of only for voting, and no other facilities they are interested to give. We had been fighting in the parliament. I had been raising many issues in the parliament for OBCs. I have brought private member bill, and as rightly Kiran said, because of our pressure exerted to the union government, the caste census announcement was made. But take it from me, this is an eyewash. They wanted to stand in Bihar elections. What is your roadmap for this caste census? At the expense of 4,800 crores, SECC caste census was taken in 2015. What happened to that? You have a data, that data you use for all other purposes, but you don't want to give reservation, more reservation for the OBCs. So therefore what you did, you kept that data in the cupboard and you say that is not accurate. So therefore, friends, the time has come that we should all stand in one platform, fight for the rights of OBCs, and certainly DMK party is there, our leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin, he fights for the cause of the people. We are all there. Even Mr. Rahul Gandhi, I am really thankful to him. He is taking up this cause of this OBCs at every level, and even Mr. Suraj Mandal said that today they are come back of our vote. They wanted to take away your voting rights. Be careful. They are going to treat us like foreign citizens. We are going to be without voting rights. You check your voting before. Don't sleep in your house. Every one of you have to verify whether you have your voters list, your name contains in the voters list. The SIR which they are introduced now is going to take away your voting rights. So therefore time has come that we all have to stand together in one platform and we have to fight for the rights of the OBCs. So I thank the organizer, especially Mr. Kiran, for having given an opportunity and have come to such a long distance and organize this program. Thank you very much.